I've been working on reprogramming Stellar Wars, which is a classic Williams widebody from 1979 by Steve Ritchie. In the original, we were simply concerned with the drop targets and the in lanes, trying to spell out Stellar Wars as often as possible. This new code has 7 goals. Complete any 5 of the 7 goals to orbit the enemy planet, which is your wizard mode. So I'm going to walk you through the goals and then show you gameplay. The first goal we're going to talk about is building the shield. This is the one most similar to the original gameplay. We're going to build the shield with the drop targets in the in lanes, and you'll see similar rewards when we clear our bank of drop targets. You can start a battle at any time by hitting the saucer. When you start a battle, it will only start in one of the Stellar Wars letters that you haven't already set up as a shield. So it makes sense to set up your shield first before you go into battle, but you can do it either way. The first battle I'm going to show you is Lost. You're going to see the time countdown and the alternate score displays. When I first start the battle, it's going to start in vector R2, which is the right rollover there in the Stellar Wars there. But as the time counts down, I'm going to hit the saucer again, which adds a second enemy to the battle. And that also increases the time quite a bit, so I have a lot more time to finish the battle. And finally, if you start a battle with full shield, any drop target or in lane is going to finish the battle, so it's super quick. You might have just heard Combo 2 achieved. There's 6 combos in the game. Get 2 and you'll hold over your bonus multiplier. Get 4, you'll hold over your bonus. And then it's settable. 4, 5, or 6 will finish the combo goal, counting towards your 7 goals. Anytime you get an in lane, the combos will flash on the opposite side of the playfield. An invasion starts when the top lanes have been clear for 25 seconds of normal gameplay. You'll see the little light flashing back and forth, and that'll let you know as it gets faster and faster that an invasion's coming. One of the lanes will light up, and then every 10 seconds the invasion will advance, and you'll have more and more shots that you need to hit to repel the invasion. You have to complete one invasion in order to count towards your 7 goals to orbit the enemy planet. And you'll see it move all the way down from the top all the way down into the lower pop bumpers as I try to beat it back and then fail to do so. When it finally gets to the bottom, after it's been there for a period of time, the invasion will destroy any shield that I've built up.
We scouted a landing site in position 4.
Enemy is advancing. Enemy is advancing. Intercepting enemy troop.
Position 3 is where we're getting ready.
The 5 pop bumpers are the bases. You need to visit all of those in the course of one ball to achieve that goal.
5 bases visited.
10-point switches around the playfield. You need to visit all 7 of those 10-point switches in order to achieve the goal of visiting the 7 neutral zones. The final goal is to collect 250 spins between the 2 spinners. There are accelerators available. It's a setting. So you can get 3x spins during an invasion, 2x spins during a battle, and there's extra spins granted for combos. So it's not as difficult as it might seem. The number of spins you have left to finish the spinner goal is represented in your score box for a few seconds after you hit the spinner. So those are the 7 possible goals. By default, you have to get 5 of the goals in order to orbit the enemy planet, which is the wizard mode. During the wizard mode, you're going to build up your wizard bonus through hitting different types of switches, and then you can cash it out. If you hit the saucer, you'll get 100% payout on your bonus that you've built up. If you hit the bullseye or the captive ball, you'll get a 50% payout. And if the ball just drains, if you run out of time, then you'll get a 10% payout. So you're always going to get something, but your best bet is to build up some bonus and then hit the saucer for 100% payout. During this wizard, you'll see that I don't quite get there.
Player 1 must proceed. Again.
We scouted a landing site position 4.
Bonus multiplier increased. Multiplier increased. Tension attacks. Incoming enemy vector L2. Bonus multiplier increased. L1. Stellar. Bonus multiplier increased. Enemy L2. Incoming enemy vector S2. Seven neutral zones probed. Battle lost. machines. Player 1, the enemy awaits. Squad engaged. Shoot begin. Great enemy planet breach. Alarm disaster promoted complainant. Enemy planet breached. 45 seconds to lock targets. Ten seconds until launch. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot begin. Launch mode. 10% target set. Agreed upon enemy planet successful. Ready for departure.
And I'll show you one more gameplay clip. This is just the wizard mode through a 100% collection. It's a very quick one, just to show you what that looks like.
Enemy planet breached. 45 seconds to lock target. 98% of targets hit. Agreed upon enemy planet successful. Preparing for departure.
So that's my new version of Stellar Wars. It requires a hardware plug-in to make it work. This is a brand new board. It's not the same as the one that I did for Bally Stern because Williams doesn't have the same diagnostic port on it that those machines do. With this one, you plug it directly into your socket for the processor, and then you pop out the processor and you plug it into this socket. So it can still run old code or new code, depending on a switch. Or I've got it so that when you turn on the machine, if you hold in the credit reset button, it will boot to old code, and if you don't, it'll boot to new code. But there's also a physical switch if you want to, lock it into one position or the other. This one uses an Arduino MEGA plugged into this little port on this board. So this entire combination plugs into the System 4, 6, or 7 board. I haven't tested it on a System 3, and I don't have any of these available right now because I'm still working out some of the differences between the System 4 and the 6. I want to make it so that the same board with just jumpers is able to do both, all 3, 4, 6, and 7. So I want to make sure that's all tested and everything's ready to go. I'll publish all the code if anyone wants to build their own hardware. I don't recommend it for this one because it is a bit more complex than previous versions. I prototyped one myself and it's not easy. So it's not a, it's not simple like in the Bally Stern, but it is very effective. So I'll be coming out with hardware for this in shortly. Keep checking back on Pinside or on Reddit, and I'll post when I have boards available. I'm going to let a friend of mine produce these in case anybody wants to buy them from him. It'll be available as a plug and play kit. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be coming out with a bunch more Williams titles in the near future now that I have the hardware and the software all squared away for this. So look forward to titles like Flash, Defender. I know not many people have Defender, but we happen to have one here. We'll be doing, Gorgar, Scorpion, Jungle Lord, a bunch of good ones coming up. So I'll see you then.